Hello traders, welcome to our channel. Today I just want to take you to the drawing board. What we are going to be doing today is really going to shock your mind, because I'm going to take you guys to the drawing board today, and we are going to do something that we have never done before. So guys, on my last video I was using the alligator and the RSI. Today I just want to show you that this has nothing to do with indicators. You can actually make profits without using any indicator. So let's go to the drawing board straight away. So guys, this is our board. So this is what I'm going to do today. On the chart, you are not going to notice that you will find things like this. So that is a ranging price. Then you will find something like this, that is an uptrend, and then you're going to be having something like this, that is going to be a downtrend. But today I'm not there, so let me just remove all this. So today what we are going to focus on, it's either when we have an uptrend like this, and we are going to wait for price just to get somewhere. So as price is going up, having this uptrend, what you are going to take note are these key things over here, which we call the steps or the key levels, where price just keeps on going down and going back up. So we call those key levels, and that is what we take mind of. So now if it is an uptrend, what we are going to do is that we are going to mark the last key level before price changes course. So let's say price is changing course right here, so we are going to mark this key level using a rectangle. So if we are marking that one, if ever price comes down here and breaks the last key level, and we take note of this area right here, so in that place just right over there, if ever we are going to get a bearish engulfing candle, it's going to mean that we are going to be having a reversal and price is going to be selling now. So the first thing that we note is that we wait for price to have a possible reversal, and then we mark that last key level, and then we wait for price to come and break that last key level, and then after price has broken the last key level, we are either looking for a bearish engulfing candle or two consecutive bearish candles. And if price does that, then definitely price will be selling. And now let's say we are having the opposite. So let's say right now price has been going down like this. So if price was going down, and then we see there, and price just, this is our last key level, and price now changes course and goes back up. If price breaks that last key level, and then we have got a bullish engulfing candle. So if we find a bullish engulfing candle here, it means we are going to buy. So it's just basically as easy as that. We just use those two trends. So basically just look, either we are having an uptrend or we are having a downtrend. Either way, we just look at them and then we are back to business. So let's see if we can illustrate this on a real chart. So right now we are on a real chart, and this is CHF JPY. So we say the first thing that we do is to recognize a trend. So let's say we are recognizing our trend. So this is a downtrend happening over here. So if that was a downtrend happening, we are going to look for the last key level before price changes. So the last key level that has been marked using the rectangle is this one. And now price coming above that last key level, we see that we've got bullish engulfing candles and we've got consecutive bullish candles. That's the reason why we had to buy, and you can see that we covered a lot of ground. And mind you, this is a daily time frame, so this one is best for those who want to hold for a long term. If you want to be holding for the whole week, this one is best for you. And now let's say we had another trend. So this was an uptrend. So let me just zoom again. So let's say this was an uptrend. Now you can see that price is now doing what? Is now going up. So we are going to look for the last key level, which is just somewhere over here. So let's go and look for it. Let's go and check it out. So that was the last candle before price made that possible reversal, and then that's the reason why we marked it using this rectangle. And after prices now come below that candle, or has broken that last key level, we are going to look for a bearish engulfing candle, because we want to make sure that this is a possible reversal. And if it's a possible reversal, we are definitely going to be selling. This is a daily time frame. This is HFJPY, and as you can see, after that we had this bearish engulfing candle right here. That is good. And then let's see how far we could have attained on this one, in as much as it was just this was almost like a lot of days. So you can see, so basically this is just how it goes. I can just show you once again. Maybe this one I didn't illustrate it, but we just look for a trend. So recognize the trend movement, price is going up, and then we look for the last key level before price was now changing course. So if price was going up, so we're definitely going to use this one as our last key level, and price being broken by that last key level just right here. And as you can see, we've got a bearish candle and we've got consecutive bearish candles. That is now giving us assurance that whatever we are going to be doing, as long as we are selling, we are going to be on the safer side. So we're definitely going to be selling. So you see this one, we're not using the indicators. We are not using any indicators. All we are doing here is that we are just analyzing price movement, and we're using price to our advantage. That's the reason why you can be able to attain such profits. So this is basically how this strategy works, and it works for all time frames, because right now I can take it to a lower time frame and we can still make this kind of profits. So guys, feel free to subscribe to this channel. I'll be giving you more ways, more strategies on how you can be able to make more money using Forex this year. Hello guys, welcome once again to our YouTube channel. Today I've got one good symbol, the most simplest one candle strategy that you've ever seen. Today we are going to delve into the 4-hour time frame candle, and I'm just going to run you through on how we are going to be able to maximize our profits while we minimize our losses. And we are going to be getting everyone is going to have such results at the end of this video. So right now we are on MT5, and this is on a mobile phone. I don't want the excuse of that most people keep saying they're waiting to have laptops, to have computers in order to get the best trades. This is on mobile, so there's definitely no excuse for you after this. So guys, what I'm going to do now is to take you to trading view. So right now we're going to go to trading view. So this is trading view, and I want to take it to the 4-hour time frame. So we are on the 4-hour time frame over here. So this is what is happening today in the market. So we've been having a bearish movement of price, and this is USD JPY, mind you. So this is USD JPY. So what we analyzed is that on the 4-hour time frames, maybe to give you a bigger picture before we get to the 4-hour time frame, let's take it to the daily time frame. So on the past days, we see that we've got a bearish movement of price on USD JPY, right? So having this in mind, I am going to take it to the 4-hour time frame, because that is our real focus today. So right now we're going to go to the 4-hour time frame. Now you see on the daily time frame we've got a bearish movement of price. So let's take it to the 4-hour time frame right now, where we're going to be working. So our workspace is on the 4-hour time frame. This is probably one of the simplest methods I've ever shown you. So we placed our entry points right here on the 4-hour time frame on the last candle. So we used this candle, the last candle, as our stop loss area and our take profits area. So we used this one as our stop loss, and then we decided to place our take profits just right here. So if you notice, we had a great price rejection at this level over here, but if you take a look at the other candles, this is what has been happening. So every time price on the previous candle, it tried to go down, but having had a retraction, the next candle covers that distance. So the next candle covers that distance that where price was rejected earlier. And if you notice, even on this candle, there was great price rejection over here. That's the anticipation that this candle is going to be able to cover that whole area. Now you understand why we had to place our take profits at this level. Now it means this whole area over here is our workstation right now. So this is our workstation over here, this whole area, and this is the 4-hour time frame. So after having placed or made entries on the 4-hour time frame, we had to take it to the 1-hour time frame. So we had to make another entry using this one. So this region now is on the 1-hour time frame, and we are still playing inside the bigger picture. So we are still playing inside the bigger picture, inside the greater workstation, which was our 4-hour time frame. So everything we are going to be doing, we are going to be guided by our work region over here, in as much as now we are on the 1-hour time frame, and being the lesser region, which is our 1-hour time frame interval right there. So we are going to be making entries on the 4-hour time frame, and then we make entries on the 1-hour time frame. If I want to break it down, going to the 15-minute time frame, you are going to notice that we still have got the big picture, and then we've got the smaller picture, and then we can be even entering our entries or making entries right here on the 15-minute time frame, because we still have our big workstation and we've got our small workstation, and we can have other workstations inside, as long as it's inside the higher or the 4-hour time frame interval workstation. So we are all good. So having this in mind, that is how we were able to meet such profits over here. This is USDJPY, and mind you, this is the strategy for the 4-hour time frame. And remember, we started only on the daily time frame. So for this one, you don't need any indicators, you don't need much dot, you only study the candles, you study the movement of price. So basically what we're using is just price action. We're just using price to our advantage over here in order to ascertain and get such profits. I know this one is just misbehaving for now, but at the end it's going to be coming right on board, because I believe in what we are doing. I believe in this strategy, and that's the reason why it was so easy to set this whole thing up on USDJPY on the 4-hour time frame, going to the 1-hour time frame, and having multiple entries on the smaller time frames. Guys, if you can utilize this 4-hour candle strategy, we are going to go far. We are definitely going to go far. We can have others actually. So let's take CHFJPY for instance. So this is the daily time frame for CHFJPY. And I said the first thing that we do, we start with the daily time frame candle, and we've got a bearish movement of price. So let's take it to the 4-hour time frame. So coming to the 4-hour time frame, that is where we begin to put our workstations. So we put our workstations on the 4-hour time frame. So we can just take this one on trading view right now. So we can go to trading view. So let's search here CHF JPY. So let's look for CHF JPY under our symbols. So this is our CHF JPY. Let's go for it. So this is CHF JPY, and let's take it to the 4-hour time frame. So this is the 4-hour time frame candle now, and things are moving pretty well. So we're just going to place this one over here. So we're just going to place this one just right here. Remember, I said we use that one as our stop loss, and then we use this one as our take profits. I think everyone can now see. So we're setting up the bigger candle. This is our 4-hour time frame. And now let's take it to the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, we are still going to be able to put everything on our second workstation. So let's place our second workstation. Yes, we're just going to put it up here. So this is our second workstation, and for our second workstation we have to make sure that our stop loss area is just halfway on the last candle. So that is what we do on the 1 hour time frame. So we make sure that our stop loss area is just halfway on the last candle, and our take profits is almost a third of our take profit of the bigger picture. So right now we've got two workstations that are ready. Now taking this to the 15-minute time frame, we have got our working areas. So it's now very flexible. It's now going to be very flexible. Whatever we want to do under these regions, we are going to be able to make our profits. So this is the one kingly strategy. Everybody needs to learn this. Everyone needs to learn this one, and it's going to lend you such amazing profits. So guys, feel free to subscribe, and let's meet on the next videos, and let's meet on the VIP signal group. I'll be seeing you guys very soon. You take care that side.